Peace and love, family. My name is Leon Wheeler Jr., and this is Master Making Emotion, where I'm learning how to master myself and I'm teaching it while I learn it. Today, I want to talk about something that challenged me every single day. Some real deep stuff here, and that is choosing peace over my ego. And that's because my ego, it always wants to be right. It always wants to win. But peace on the other hand, it just wants to remain steady, remain calm, content. Let's talk about it. Ego wants to be right. Peace wants to be free. I'm so glad that I now recognize something about myself, more or less past, but from time to time it still lifts its ugly head, and that's me sometimes arguing just to be in an argument, just to argue, just because I might be feeling myself and I want to be right. I might want some acknowledgement, or just want to feel like I'm in control. Because we're really, unfortunately, a lot of us aren't in control of anything. We're just robots moving along, living out a plan or a system someone else has created for us. But the fact is, being right doesn't always brings about peace. In most cases, it don't. And I'm learning, without a doubt, that I'd rather be at peace than to win any frivolous or any type of argument, any type of discussion. To win it, I'd rather have my peace than to be victorious in something, for the most part, that's trivial. This doesn't equate to what means the most to me and what should mean the most to you. At least one of the most. And that's just peace, just finding peace, being at peace. Well, peace is, like I said, contentment. It's divine in itself. Now, ego, it reacts fast. But your peace is calm again. It moves slow. It's steady. The ego jumps quick. It takes things personal. It feel disrespected easily about nothing. It wants immediate attention. The ego, the ego. But peace, on the other hand, peace pause. Peace is still. Peace breathes. Peace considers the long-term outcome. And I'm training myself daily, focusing on it daily, focusing on moving slower than my ever so fast moving ego, that crazy pace, that ego, man, it is something else. Not every not every disrespect requires a reaction. This is something that we need to focus on. And that's the ego again. The ego always just is just so quick to jump to conclusions. And this is real great. This is real great. Sometimes things that we deal with, situation that comes about that we may deem as disrespectful, they're not disrespectful. They're just not. Sometimes it's just misunderstanding. That happens. Sometimes you and I we can just totally just be wrong about a scenario. And even if it is disrespect, just hypothetically, let's just say that someone is actually disrespecting you, or if has said something or done something disrespectful. You still have the power. You still have the opportunity. It's still in the ball is still in your ballpark, where you have the power. There's the situation. You don't have to yield to that. You still have the energy, the desire, the opportunity to not address it. You don't have to jump to it. And again, protecting my peace is more important than defending an inflated, possibly wounded ego. That ego. That ego. Peace is it. Peace is it. Ego is loud. Strength is quiet. I used to think strength was it meant responding to situations or what have you fast. I mean, instantly. Ego fast, move fast. I used to think that strength dealing with my ego was it was strong. It was strong in its speech. It was commanding with force. You know, I used to stand firm on whatever crossed my path that I disliked or whatever that I felt some way about, and I consider that to be strength, strong. But now I see that different. I do. I see strength is controlled. It's having control. Strength is restraint. It's not. It's it's restraint. It's peaceful. It's calm. That's what strength is. Strength is being able to respond calmly, even when you feel you feel like you want to destroy something, attack something. That's strength. That's the power of strength. If you can control yourself, even when you feel like snapping, that's strength. No, no. Better yet, that's power. That's boss game. Choosing peace isn't weakness. No. Let's be clear. Choosing peace isn't weakness. Peace isn't submission. It don't mean you have to submit to something. No, peace isn't afraid. It isn't scared. It's not fearful of anything. No, peace doesn't avoid the truth. No, that's not what peace is. Peace is controlled energy. That's what it is. It's controlled energy, and it knows that the peace knows that the peace in you, the peace in me knows that we have the potential, the opportunity to escalate at any time. At any time, if something we feel is out of order or whatever, we have the power to escalate. But choosing not to, that's called mastery. When you know you can do something and you choose not to do it, that's mastery. That's what this is about. That's what the channel was about. This is what we're striving to become masters of ourselves. Now, this is my daily work. This is my daily work. I feel every day still, it happens from time to time. So I try to keep myself out of that environment where it does, but it happens because we're dealing with other human beings and they got their own issues and everybody dealing with what they're dealing with. And from time to time, things happen and I feel my ego rise. I feel it's being stirred up. And when it does, I feel it's like a warm sensation. I feel the heat when it comes. But now I notice it faster than I ever did before because this is on my agenda to control it, to master myself. So when I peep it, when I see it real fast, what I do is I pause longer. I pause. I take a moment and say, "Oh, this is maybe you should take a second here." I pause, and when I pause, more often than not, I make a decision. Do I want to respond in a negative way, or do I want to choose my peace? And in most cases, in most situations, peace overcome. I choose my peace, not because I can't react, but because I know I don't need to react. I don't need to, and that's my choice. So, family, this is where I'm at. I'm choosing calm over chaos. I'm choosing control over impulse. Peace. I'm choosing peace over my ego. This is master making in motion. This is me becoming a master of me. And if you're on this journey with me, I ask you to ask yourself when you find yourself in those uncompromising situations or whatever. Just take a moment and ask yourself from time to time when you find yourself in situations that one magic question: is this worth my peace? And if the answer is no, if it's not worth your peace, and more likely it won't be, and if the answer is no, just let it go. Simply walk away. Peace and love, family.